So welcome back. You've just heard the track Ring of Fire. That means coming to the Beck Theatre on Thursday the 21st of July is the Johnny Cash Roadshow. And joining me on the phone at the moment is, I believe, the lead singer, Clive John. So good evening to Clive, and thank you for taking time out to talk to us.
That's okay, Andrew.
Now, Hi, thank you for joining us. Now, coming to the Beck Theatre, as I was saying, on the 21st of July, the UK's number one celebration of Johnny Cash. Now, the music of Johnny Cash is awesome. Now, to actually perform it must be even better.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. We've been doing it now for about, I've been doing it since, let me think, 2005, and we've done all over the UK now, and we're also doing shows in Germany and Switzerland and Belgium and Sweden and Finland, all over the place. Yeah.
Crikey. Yeah. Is it a part of a tour coming to the Beck Theatre? Are you doing a UK tour at the moment?
We are. We haven't got that many shows on during the summer. Our busiest years are from January through till about July, and then from September onwards. Between September and the end of the year, we're doing 53 shows just during September and November. But July, we've got about 3 or 4 shows in, and the Beck, it'll be about our 3rd show there. Yeah.
Excellent. So you come back 3rd time. Now, you actually recreate the astonishing accuracy and truly captures the essence of what it was like to be the real Cash show, apparently.
Well, it's been said, yeah. We basically do about 38 to 40 songs throughout the show, and we do everything from the early songs through from about 1955 onwards. And I try to capture the essence of him rather than trying to be what to call it, like a tribute act. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's more of a celebration of him.
Right, now you capture all aspects, and I believe you're actually how do you put it, with the Cash's family being awarded or credited by their family as well, his family, should I say?
Yeah, we were doing a show one time just outside of Manchester in a place called Altrincham.
Right.
And just before the show, the manager of the venue came down to the dressing room and said that there was a lady in her early 30s at the box office, and she says that she's the granddaughter of Johnny Cash.
Right.
And she was after some complimentary seats. so I thought at first that it was just somebody, pulling my leg. But I said yes anyway, and sure enough, I met her at the interval, and she said, "Oh my God, you're just like my grandpa," and that was it. And since then, she's emailed me a few times, and her mother is Roseanne, and Roseanne Cash is Johnny's eldest daughter.
Now, that must be a moment in your career that is, you can't put it into words, I bet. Meeting someone and getting endorsed by the family themselves must be fantastic.
I know. I couldn't believe it, really. I thought at first that it was a false situation, but it actually turned out that her boyfriend actually lived in Manchester, so that was the reason why she was there. So it's definite, yes.
Now, I believe that you just take on all aspects, including some images, stage imaging during your performances. Have you got video screens?
During the show, the songs all have it's video projection,
right.
And there's images of Johnny Cash or images of whatever it is for that particular song.
Right. So, how do you actually pick out the songs from an artist like that? Do you have obviously you have your favourites, but do you change it usually from venue to venue, or do you have a set sort of?
We have a certain set list
Right.
because, of course, everybody wants to hear the usual songs. You know, the obvious ones like The Ring of Fire, I Walk the Line, Folsom Prison, and A Thing Called Love, and all of those songs. But we also do some of the more obscure songs, like some of the songs that he did from the 1980s, and some of the songs from his last album also, which was only released around about a year and a half ago.
Oh, crikey! I bet it must be a fantastic feeling. Now, obviously, the audience participates in the singing as well. Does that sort of give you a vibe on stage when they actually sing along? It encourages you more, that sort of aspect of it?
Oh, yes, definitely. The show is more of a fun show. I know that it's a Johnny Cash show, but it genuinely is a light-hearted sort of roller coaster of emotions. Yeah.
Right. I suppose something like Johnny Cash and you performing, it brings back different memories for the different people listening to you and watching you, doesn't it? I suppose.
Definitely. I mean, we get the older fans, as in the original fans that actually saw him throughout the 60s and 70s, and but we also get the youngsters now also because of the movie. The movie came out in 2005, and since then, I think that the youngsters have warmed towards him a little bit, and all of a sudden he's cool again.
That's one way to put it.
You know what I mean?
Now,
yeah.
Now, with your tours and everything like that, have you got a website, or are you on social media at all that people can sort of like follow you and see where you are if they're not local to Hayes?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We've got our own website, which is johnnycashroadshow.com. And there's a list of all our shows on there, and you can see the band members and everything else. On Facebook, we've got about 11,200 fans on Facebook, so you can see what we're up to. There's videos on there of us and all sorts. Yeah, it's like our own little universe. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You were just saying about the other band members. How many band members have you got in total?
Well, I do 3 versions of the show. The basic show is the 4-piece band plus my lady who does June Carter, and also and that's the basic show. I've got brass also, so there's a brass section, and sometimes also we have the Carter sisters also. So the biggest version of the show is 9-piece.
Oh,
yeah.
Crikey! Now, do you actually meet the audience afterwards? Meet and greets?
Yeah, we always do. I always do anyway. We do the show, and then I go out and meet them. Yeah. Every night.
Every night.
Yeah.
So I believe, just quickly going on, because time's ticking away, you're coming to the Beck Theatre on Thursday the 21st of July from 7:30 p.m.
I am.
So it's sort of a part of a tour, but towards the end of the tour, until the end of the year?
Well, for the end of the year, we're playing at a nice dinner theatre in Sonning on next Sunday, and I've got a holiday then in August, which will be nice, and then we've got a couple of shows at the end of August, but then again the show really kicks off again. Tour dates in September,
right?
And as I was saying earlier on, between September and the end of the year, we're everywhere. We've got literally about 53 shows on.
And the best thing to do for the show is to check out your website. Can you book on your website? Does it have external links?
If you pop onto our website, then it'll take you through to the venue.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's www.johnnycashroadshow, is it? .co.uk?
Yes, johnnycashroadshow.com.
.com. Okay then. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to play out with "Walk the Line," one of your tracks. We played in with "Ring of Fire." I'm going to play out with "Walk the Line." So my thanks goes to to you, Clive, for taking a few minutes out to talk to us today.
And you too, Andrew. That's okay.
Excellent. Cheers.
And I'll see you soon.
You definitely will do. Cheers, anyway. Cheers.